Hello, this is a quick help with the 8.4 notes with lesson 8.4 or properties of rhombuses and rectangles and squares. Sorry, I missed one. So first, vocabulary. So you have a rhombus, which is which is a parallelogram with all four sides equal. That's the rhombus. Put an R there. Now a rectangle is a parallelogram with all four angles at 90 degrees. And a square is both of those. So it has all four sides equal and all four angles at 90 degrees. Okay. So, okay, so what is the most specific name you can give this shape? Okay. So it has four congruent sides and one angle is 127 degrees. Okay, so the most specific name that you can give this is a rhombus. And that's because it can't be square because it's not 90 degrees. See? Not 90 degrees. And it is a rhombus. So what would happen, let's say, if a quadrilateral had four congruent sides? Four congruent sides. And four angles that are 90 degrees. That would be a square. So if you're going to classify that, that would be a square. Okay. So now, here's another property of a rhombus. Ooh, that was bad rhombus. Okay, so if you take the diagonals like this, then you get a rhombus. So let's put these in there. Then what happens is the diagonals are perpendicular to each other. So where they intersect, there's 90-degree angles. Okay, there's another thing like this, not quite, for a rectangle. So I can draw a straight line here. Ooh, that's straight. Okay, rectangle, here we go. So if you have the diagonals, it makes four little line segments, right? So you can, if they're actually all equal, congruent. This has to be true for a rectangle, and this has to be true for a rhombus. No, a square just has both of these. So a square would have something like this. They're all equal in 90 degrees. Okay. So, name all the types, or all the properties of a rectangle. Okay. So it's a parallelogram. Let's start with that. So, these sides right here are congruent. So two pairs. So two pairs of congruent sides. Okay. It has two pairs of parallel sides. The four corner angles. So all four angles. Yeah, so all four angles are 90 degrees or right. And the diagonals, I hate when that happens, are congruent. Okay. So if we did a rhombus, it would have all four sides are equal. It's a parallelogram, so it would have these first two as well. And then instead of this one, it would have the diagonals meet perpendicularly. Okay, and then you just combine the two to make a square. Because the square is both. Okay, so is this shape a rectangle? Is that shape a rectangle? No, it is not. Because one of these angles, first you have to have these parallel. Which, I mean, they are because they are, yeah, they're parallel. But second, you have to have this right here. 90-degree angle. You don't have to have four of them, you just have to have one. Or you have to have this right here. Or state that these are equal. So, let's see. So, what is the most that you can classify this by? Let's just test your knowledge of past times. Actually, let's change this. This is a 19, or 20, 20, 28. There you go. This could only be classified as a quadrilateral. So, yeah. That is pretty much all I needed to know for the 8.4. And hope you found good and useful information in this. And